750,000 gallons of water go over this edge every single second. You can feel it in your chest before you see it. There's a low frequency in the ground. Niagara Falls is one of the genuine natural spectacles on this continent. And then you turn around and there's a haunted house, a wax museum, a Ripley's, and a $9 funnel cake. 12 million people come here every year and leave with completely opposite opinions. Half of them say it's a wonder of the world, half say it's the biggest tourist trap in North America, and there's a second problem nobody talks about. This place is split between two countries, and one of them is having a very bad year. So which is it? If you like travel breakdowns where nobody's getting a check from a tourism board, these subscribe buttons right there. Let's go find out. Gap throughs. First, let's get the geography right, because most people have it wrong. Niagara Falls isn't one waterfall, it's three. Horseshoe Falls is the big one, the curved one. That's the money shot. American Falls is narrower, straighter, and has a pile of boulders at its base from a rockfall. Bridal Veil is the little one tucked beside it. Here's the thing that trips people up. The border runs down the middle of the river. Horseshoe Falls is mostly on the Canadian side, which means, and this is the awkward truth for Americans, the best view of the American Falls is from Canada. From the American side, you're standing on top of the American Falls, looking sideways. From the Canadian side, you're standing across from all three, looking straight at them. That's not a small difference. That's the whole thing. And the scale is real. The falls are about 167 feet tall. That's not the tallest waterfall in the world, not even close. What makes Niagara is the volume. It's the flow rate. It's an entire Great Lakes drainage system funneling through one gap in the rock. And here's a fact that surprises people. A huge amount of that water gets diverted for hydroelectric power before it ever reaches the crest. By treaty, more water flows over the falls during peak tourist hours and less at night. You are looking at a partially managed natural wonder, which is either fascinating or deeply unsettling, depending on your temperament. The single most asked question about this place is, which side is better? Here's the honest answer, and it's not close. The Canadian side has the views. Queen Victoria Park runs along the rim of the gorge and gives you a straight-on look at everything. The hotels on Fallsview Boulevard actually look at the falls from your room. The Skylon Tower gives you a panorama from over 200 meters up, and the nightly illumination, which is genuinely spectacular, is best seen from the Canadian rim. The American side has the access. Cave of the Winds puts you on a wooden deck about 20 feet from Bridal Veil Falls. The Hurricane Deck is the single most physical experience at Niagara. You get drenched. That's the entire point. Goat Island, Lunar Island, Three Sisters Islands. The American side has actual walking and actual nature. The gorge trails, the whirlpool, the rapids downstream. All of that is on the American side, and almost nobody does it. Niagara Falls State Park is also the oldest state park in America. Frederick Law Olmsted designed it. The same man who did Central Park. That's not nothing. That's genuinely good landscape architecture. And here's the trade-off. The Canadian side buys you those views by handing you Clifton Hill, wax museums, haunted houses, Ripley's, a sky wheel, chain restaurants, a casino. If you have a 9-year-old, Clifton Hill is a hit. There's no arguing with that. If you don't, it's an aggressive strip of stuff you did not come here for. Meanwhile, the American side city, Niagara Falls, New York, has struggled for decades. Once you leave the state park, the surrounding blocks are noticeably rough. Restaurant options are thin. Hotel options are thin. The park is beautiful. The city around it is not. The real answer, do both. The Rainbow Bridge is a quarter-mile walk. Pedestrians pay roughly $1. You need a passport. That's non-negotiable. And the walk across the bridge is one of the best free views in the whole region. Now let's talk money, because this is where tourist trap starts to get earned. Good news first, looking at the falls is free. Niagara Falls State Park on the American side is free to enter. Queen Victoria Park on the Canadian side is free. You can spend an entire day here, see everything worth seeing, and not spend $1 on admission. Parking will get you $10 to $15 on the American side, more on the Canadian. Now the paid stuff. The Maid of the Mist runs $30.25 for an adult in 2026. Just under $20 for kids 6 to 12. The Canadian boat, Niagara City Cruises, everyone still calls it Hornblower, runs $47.95 Canadian, plus 13% tax. 2 operators, same waterfall, roughly the same experience. With the exchange rate, the American boat is meaningfully cheaper for US visitors. Cave of the Winds runs about $21 to $23 and includes the poncho and the sandals you're going to need. Journey behind the falls, the tunnels on the Canadian side, is $33 Canadian for an adult. You drop 125 feet by elevator into tunnels blasted through solid rock in the 1800s. You end up standing behind the falls, looking at the back of a curtain of water. If you're doing multiple attractions on the Canadian side, the Adventure Pass bundles the boat, journey behind the falls, white water walk and more for around $65 to $75 Canadian. It saves $35 to $45 versus buying separately. Do the math before you buy anything individually. So what's a realistic day cost? Free viewpoints plus 1 attraction, under $50 a person. A moderate day with 2 or 3 attractions, $100 to $150 per person. Add a helicopter tour and a nice dinner, and you'll clear $300 easily. And here's the trap part. Chain restaurants near the falls, on both sides, are overpriced and mediocre. Walk 5 minutes inland, anywhere. Prices drop and quality goes up. Now here's the story that changed Niagara Falls in 2026, and most travel content isn't covering it. Canadian travel to the United States has collapsed. Statistics Canada data showed Canadian resident return trips from the US falling more than 25% in 2025. By early 2026, return trips by car had fallen over 30% in some months, 13 straight months of year-over-year decline. The Niagara Falls Visitor Center on the US side reported foot traffic down around 25%. Some local tourism boards reported cross-border arrivals cut roughly in half. The Canadian day tripper, the person who drove over to shop, eat and gamble, largely stopped coming. The causes are political and economic tariffs, cross-border tension, a weaker Canadian dollar, rhetoric that made a lot of Canadians decide not to spend money in the US. Destination Niagara made a genuinely stunning call. They stopped marketing to Canadians at all. That's a border town giving up on the country across the bridge. Local hotels, bakeries and shops on the American side have taken real losses. Now, what does this mean for you as a visitor? If you're an American, it means the US side is less crowded than it's been in years. Shorter lines, easier parking, hotels with actual availability. The Canadian side is still busy because Canadians who used to cross the border are staying home and going to their own side. And crossing the bridge is still straightforward if you have a passport. There is a genuine, cynical, practical upside here. The American side of Niagara Falls has never been easier to visit. Whether that upside feels good is a separate question. Let's just be blunt about what earns your money here. Worth it. The boat. Whichever side you take it from, being at the base of Horseshoe Falls is the experience. It's the one people remember. You will get wet. The poncho helps about 40%. Worth it? Cave of the Winds. Winds on the hurricane deck can hit 68 miles an hour. You will be completely soaked in under a minute. It is the most fun you'll have at Niagara Falls, and it's the cheapest major attraction. Worth it. Journey behind the falls. Being behind the water, hearing it from the inside, is a genuinely strange, genuinely memorable thing. Underrated white water walk. A boardwalk down at the level of the Niagara Gorge Rapids. Class 6, whitewater, right beside you. Almost nobody does this, and it's one of the best things here. Underrated, the gorge trails, the whirlpool, the rapids downstream, actual hiking, free. Worth it and free, the illumination. Every night the falls get lit. Every night costs you nothing, and in season there are fireworks. Skip the Clifton Hill museums, the wax museums, the haunted houses, the Ripleys. Unless you're traveling with young children, these add nothing to a Niagara Falls trip. Skip the chain restaurants at the rim. You are paying a view premium for food that isn't good. Watch out. The fake Fallsview room. Some hotels sell Fallsview rooms that face a parking lot. Call the hotel, confirm the specific room, get it in writing. And the thing almost nobody does. Drive 12 miles north to Niagara-on-the-Lake. 19th century architecture. The Shore Festival Theatre. A serious wine region. There are genuinely good wineries along the escarpment. You know, it's 20 minutes from the falls and it is a completely different world. Timing changes this trip more than anything else. July and August, peak everything. Peak crowds, peak prices, peak lines. Walk-up waits at major attractions can exceed 45 minutes midday. If you go in summer, be at the first attraction at 9 in the morning. That's the whole strategy. Late April, May, early June, high water from snowmelt. Fewer people. Everything open by late spring, September and October, arguably the best window of the year. Fall color in the gorge, warm enough to be comfortable, and a fraction of the crowds. Winter, the boats stop, Cave of the Winds shuts down, but the falls partially freeze. The ice formations on the face of the falls are genuinely extraordinary, and almost nobody's there. If you don't need the boat, Winter Niagara is a real and underrated experience. Also the cheapest hotel rates of the year by a lot. And whatever season you pick, go at sunrise. The falls at 6:30 in the morning with nobody there is a completely different thing than the falls at noon with 2,000 people. That's the version that earns the phrase natural wonder. So, wonder of the world or a tourist trap? Here's my honest answer. The falls are a wonder, unambiguously, not debatable. Standing at Table Rock while a great lake pours past your feet is a genuine, non-negotiable, worth-the-trip experience. Everything built around them is a tourist trap, also unambiguously. The wax museums, the chain restaurants, the Fallsview rooms that face a parking lot, all of it is designed to convert your awe into a transaction. And here's the thing, those two facts don't cancel each other out. The trap only gets you if you let it. You can see the greatest natural spectacle in Eastern North America for the price of parking. You can walk right past every single gimmick and never look at one. Take the boat, take Cave of the Winds, take the tunnels, walk the gorge, cross the bridge, go to Niagara-on-the-Lake. And leave Clifton Hill for the 9-year-olds. That's who it's for, and it works for them. Should you go? Yes, once. Absolutely once. Bring a passport and see both sides in a single day. That's the whole trip. 1 or 2 nights is plenty. 3 is more than the town can hold your attention for. Niagara Falls is not a week. It's not a vacation destination. It's a place you go to stand in front of something enormous and be quietly rearranged by it. And then you go home. The souvenir shops will still be there. The water doesn't care about any of it. If this saved you $28 on a wax museum, do me one small favor. Hit subscribe, that's the whole ask. We do this for every destination on this channel. The postcard and then the receipt. And nobody here takes a check from a tourism board. So tell me in the comments, did Niagara live up to it for you, or did Clifton Hill ruin the whole thing? I'll see you on the next Should I Go video. And check out some of the other great videos on the channel. I think you will enjoy them. Cheers.